Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We talk, you listen. Streaming to the world and beyond, we will talk about all aspects of life. We will host a variety of guests, where each week we will educate, motivate, encourage, and inspire you. Let's get started with your host, Mr. L.A.
Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. It's your host, Mr. L.A. As always, new week, new energy, new goals. Listen, don't let up. Keep your foot on your goal's neck. We can't stop. We won't stop. Shout out to my man Diddy. Listen, we are not going to give up. We're going to keep believing. Keep striving. Listen, there's only two options. It's going to work and it's going to work. That's all you got. All right. When you start adding other options, that's when excuses come in. We don't want none of those excuses. So I need you to stay focused, stay in line, keep your mind set on what you need. Listen, everybody has a purpose. You just got to find it. You just got to believe that you were created for that purpose, that part, this time, this moment, and it shall happen. Listen, if you're new to this podcasting world, new to this podcast, as you see in the corner over there for our people here on YouTube, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also click the bell so you can get your alerts. Also, my people that are just listening on audio, if you're listening on any of the major platforms, make sure you also go on there and subscribe, click the bell, leave a review, let your boy know how he is doing. Also, most importantly, share this with someone. So important, man. We want to bridge as many gaps as we can and to make sure people fulfill their purpose. Now, listen, I want to talk to you guys about something that kind of hit me while I was at work this week, and something that I've been working on, something that has been in the making for a long time, and it has stopped me from so many things. Listen, I have had so many goals and so many things that I've written down that I said that I wanted to do, and I just stopped. No excuse, I just stopped. It's either sometimes I felt like I didn't have time, I didn't have enough resources, I didn't have the people supporting me, all kind of things. And I just stopped and I just gave up. And I realized that the why wasn't long enough, or I was afraid of things that I couldn't control. You understand? That's what real fear is, trying to control things that you really can't control, right? And being afraid of not be able to predict the results. See, when we can predict the results, we are very, very confident. But when we do stuff and we don't know what's going to happen, then that's when fear creeps in. It's crazy, right? But this is what I need you to do. I need you to outwork your fear. Yeah, you heard what I said. I need you to outwork that fear, man. Come on, stop playing with me. Listen, fear will stop anything. All right? If you don't get control of it. Now, there's sometimes you can be nervous about a thing, but not letting the nervousness stop you and turn into fear and to grow into a bad habit. So I need you to outwork your fear. I need you to step up your discipline and make sure that you outwork anything that you can do. So what I mean by that is there are things that are coming in your life that you need to just overcome. And the only way it's going to get you to the next level and you not to be afraid is you just have to create a discipline so much. You got to outwork and discipline yourself so much that when things come, you're like, oh, I got this. Even when you don't know how it's going to work, what the results are, and what could come of it. But you got to stay that focused. Listen, your discipline is going to carry you to the next level. You can't. Let me repeat, you cannot slip on your discipline. Listen, can I be honest with you guys? y'all know I'm a workout person. I have been a personal trainer, all kind of things like that. Listen, my discipline has failed on working out. I haven't been in there like I should be. Listen, at one point, working out was a non-negotiable. All right. But my discipline failed. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand is once you allow situations to creep in, once you allow doubt to creep in, if your discipline isn't strong to overcome it, those things will always defeat you. You're only as good as your weakest habit. Let me repeat that for you. You are only as good as your weakest habit. So you have to strengthen all your weaknesses, right? Because habits, we are creatures of habit, right? So if our habits are all weak, then we are always weak, right? We'll let people push us over. All right. We'll stress about things that we can't control, but we gotta make sure that we keep our discipline where it needs to be, right? You got to be Trump tight on the discipline. You got to make sure that when things come, you will never, ever, ever allow things to shake you because your discipline is too tight. So you have to make sure you outwork all your fears. Outwork them, plain and simple. That is the goal of the week. And learn something new. That's what I want. I challenge you guys to learn something new. Listen, sometimes we have fear of learning something new because we've mastered the things that we know, that if we learn something new, it'll be new territory and we don't know what's going on. But that's the beauty of it, figuring it out, testing the theories out. That's how you become a master at it. All right. Listen, hopefully this blessed you in some way. Hopefully this gave you what you needed for the week. I hope it did. I hope it bridged the gap that you needed. Listen, man, I am so thankful for you guys. Last week I had my 100th episode. Man, it was an amazing, amazing feeling, an amazing thing. I also had the party I've been planning for my birthday, man. Shout out to all the people that came out, and I really appreciate it. Felt the love, man. Shout out to my caterer, Art Is, man. I told her I would shout her out on my podcast. Actually, I'm going to bring her on here, man. She did an awesome job. When I tell you she did an awesome job, now, usually when you think you have a caterer, they're going to set up the food, do this thing. This lady was serving people. Now, when somebody tells you they going to make you a plate, right? You're like, okay, cool. You made me a plate, looking for the lumen foil, boom, boom. No. When she says she saved me some food, I'm talking about a whole pan. All right. And then she was making stuff and she's like, you want to take this home? Do you want this? I mean, she went above and beyond. So I want to shout out Yvette from Art Is, right? She did an amazing job. If you need her, please go to Art Is on Instagram. She has all those things on there. So, but if you want to stay connected to the Given a Purpose podcast, look below there. We are on all the major social media platforms. Listen, if you want to get us on IG, we are there. Giving_a_purpose_podcast. And we are also, if you're checking in, please, if you're watching this, definitely make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page on the Given a Purpose podcast. And if you want to connect with the brand, your boy, your host, Mr. LA, I'm here on Twitter as Mr. LA_2 and on IG, Mr. LA_2. Listen, your purpose is permanent. So I need you to do this one final thing that you guys always do for me, and make sure you do it for yourself. Make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.